Lady Novar, basically going on about how the daughter of a viceroy and a governor general's wife, and came down from Northern Ireland, and about her marriage, and Lady Nova established the Australian branch of the British Red Cross Society in 1914, just 9 days after the outbreak of World War I. And it's interesting just noticing that this one here was a little hostel located here. So I just thought I'd have a look and see what I can find. So I'll just zoom in on it. See if you can, I'm not sure how all this will come through to read, but we'll do our best to try and have a look. So feel free to pause it if you want to have a read, if you can. And we'll have a little look at the little hostel. Certainly interesting, as I always say. Go for a drive around little country towns. You never know what you could discover. Something very interesting, or maybe even an ancestor of yours. Where I'm standing now is the Wyalkatchem State School site from 1923 to 1963. So we'll just go for a walk and see what's now on this site. Looks like this area is now known as the Pioneer Park. So as we go for a walk through the Pioneer Park, we have the Centennial Memorial, which was located from 1829 to 1929, erected by the citizens when the old school closed in 1964. So we have a nice, lovely rose garden. A nice lovely sitting area. Just behind there we have what appears to be an old seed sower. And we also have the War Memorial as well. And to pay tribute to the war years, we also have a artillery gun as well. So it is a lovely little park area. In the town of Wyalkatchem, you will also find an old Schoolhouse museum. Unfortunately, the Schoolhouse museum is open on request, and it is something that I happened to have spotted when I was driving through. So you can contact Pat on the number on the sign, or you can contact the CBH Museum on Railway Terrace. As we continue, we'll just go for a little bit of a walk around it and see what else there is you can perhaps see. There is an old school bus at the back as well. not much of a play area, but then I would imagine that the children of the day would make their own fun, whether it be from a game of hopscotch, maybe even chasey, or any of the other old games. If you're familiar with any of the old games that have been played at an old school, feel free to leave a comment below. Just opposite the old state school, there is the town hall.
Wyalkatchem. This is the little area of the rare Flora garden. The plants in this garden are all endangered species to this area. And this will look beautiful in the springtime, the wildflowers time. And if you look closely, you might even see and as we wander down past the War Memorial and a few of the older style buildings of the area, we can hear the birds chirping, and we see a map of the Wheatbelt Way drive trail. For more information on the Wheatbelt Way towns, have a look and see which ones we have videoed. The Pioneers pathway runs through this area. Wyalkatchem is known for the grain angling, and a bit of information here about the town Wyalkatchem. Strange name, but a beaut place. I won't read it all. I'll wait for you to read it for yourselves. A information bay, just showing the old areas with the old buildings. Little picnic spot. A heritage map walk showing the hospital 1918, the post office in 1911, the original school. That'll be interesting to view. The hotel, original hall and roads board, the White House, Catholic church and school, Miller's Timber and Fuel Depot. And as we just wander up, wildflowers of the region, all this information at this little area, little rest area near the railway station, which we're heading towards. The Walk a While Trail, wandering around through the bushlands. There's a quaint little playground and seating around. It's something I thought would be interesting to bring your attention to. This tree was planted by the Wyalkatchem 2000 Olympic torchbearers, Paula Eaton Ian Jones and Stan Park on the 5th of August 2001. Oh, sorry, no, 2000. And also there's a little plaque next to it. This tree was planted by Olympian Shirley Delahunty, maiden name Strickland, on August the 5th, 2000, to celebrate the Wyalkatchem Landcare Green Olympic Project 2000. We'll just take a photo of those, just in case they didn't come through on the video. As we continue our little walk, I noticed this little bridge, and I wondered if it's actually designed out of a wine barrel, as in the shape of it. Just, I don't know why, but it just reminded me of a wine barrel. But then there isn't any wine that I know of in Wyalkatchem. Maybe it's just my vivid imagination that I was always taught I had as a child. Wyalkatchem CBH and Agricultural Museum. Yes, a lot of history in it. A collection of agricultural transport, railway and general equipment, housed in a 1930s wheat bin. No, not the wheat bin that you'd have your rubbish in, but a wheat bin where you would have kept, the farmers would have kept the wheat for storage. Let's film a little bit of it. And a bit of a walk down. You can see a bit of the machinery around. And as we go down the pathway, we can see some interesting things that you can talk about with your children or grandchildren, whoever the case may be that you're travelling with. An old bread making oven. Well, not necessarily just for bread, but your ancestors may have even used one of these. A Metis bake oven. These doors are from one of the wood-fired ovens used in this town. More than 20 years the town had 2 bakeries. This displays a tribute to the bakers who provided valuable service to the district. And it lists the bakers' names, who operated it, and the bakers themselves.